Hello everybody, I'm Sanj and welcome back to the channel today. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about DeepSeek, which is a new language model from China and is making waves for three main reasons. Okay, the first is that it's outperforming a lot of the competition. The second reason is that it's like 97% cheaper than the latest GPT-4 language model. Okay, and the third reason is that it's been developed for about $6 million. Okay, so when you consider energy costs, when you consider the cost of GPUs, to build a language model to compete is one thing, but then to build it and outcompete is something else. Okay, so this is absolutely insane. But more importantly, how do we use this in our automations, and how can we integrate this into a platform like make.com? Okay, so grab a cup of coffee, sit back down, and I'm gonna jump right into it. So before we get started, I wanted to show you some technical analysis. Okay, and this is a kind of like a chart that basically compares all the language models, right? And you can see here that we've got DeepSeek version 3, which is at the top here. And for about 1 million tokens, it's about 90 cents. Okay, so it's a lot cheaper than the most expensive. If I scroll to the top, which is O1. Okay, so this is the latest model from GPT-4, which is OpenAI's. Okay, so you can see that it's a huge difference. It's ridiculously expensive compared to DeepSeek. Okay, the second thing I wanted to show you before we get started is that this is a comparison, right? That's been done, like benchmark performances between DeepSeek version 3 and the other language models that are available. Okay, so they've done a technical analysis against version 2.5, which is DeepSeek. They've done it against Quen, Llama, which is Meta, Facebook, GPT-4o, which is OpenAI, and Claude Sonnet, which is from Anthropic. Okay, and what you can see here, the blue line is DeepSeek, the latest version, which is 3. Okay, and it's either competing or outcompeting the others. Right, and you can see here that this is for MMLU, for math, you got AIM, you got Code Forces, and you got SWE Bench verified, right? So you can kind of Google these to find out exactly what it is, but I mean, for the most part, it doesn't really matter for us, right? So heading into Make, this is the automation that you need, or the way you would build this. Okay, now this is a very simple, basic automation. I'm going to show you exactly how you can connect to it and what you can do with it, okay? Because it is a language model, so it's the same as the GPT modules that I built in the past with my other workflows. So you kind of get a picture, right? So in this example, I'm actually building an automation that uses a mail hook, okay? So mail hook is like a web hook, but it's just an email address, okay? So if you click inside of here, you can see that I've just created a test hook. This is an email address, okay? I'm gonna copy that and I'll show you why. And then we're gonna plug this into DeepSeek. And for DeepSeek, we're using a module called OpenRouter. Okay, so OpenRouter is like a third-party software, and they give you access to a lot of language models, right? That you can't access, like in one place. Right? There's a lot of platforms that give you access to X language model, Y language model, but they're very fragmented, right? Whereas OpenRouter is all in one place, and it makes it a lot easier. Okay, and then the third one, and I just want to show you the output. I'm going to post a message in Slack, okay? But again, remember, this is made, you can build this however way you want. You can put this into any output, okay? So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to head over to Gmail, okay? And this is just a test account, and I'm going to paste the actual webhook, okay? So the webhook that I've copied from this here, right? This address is just a inbox. It's an internal inbox at Make, okay? So I've pasted that here, and I'm just going to send I'm just going to call it something like, or let's just do DeepSeek version 3, right? And then I'm just going to ask it, what is your favorite color? Okay, and I'm going to send that email, and you're going to see the output of exactly what it's going to do, okay? So I'm going to hit send, and then going back into here, it's going to trigger the mail hook because it's an instant trigger, and then it's going to plug into DeepSeek. It's going to create a reply for the email, and it's going to post it into Slack. Okay, so I just want to make sure that it's running and it's complete, which it has. You can see here it's successful. So let's go back into the Make automation, and I'll show you the output in Slack. Okay, so this is the Slack channel, and you can see here that the subject is favorite color. So hi Rochelle, thank you for your email. My favorite color is blue. It's calming and versatile. How about you? What's your favorite color? Looking forward to hearing from you. Okay, so you can see this is pretty cool, right? Like I mean, I'm not a big fan of email, right? I actually quite hate email, right? But I get a lot of email from clients, from like support, et cetera, et cetera. So I do need to respond to it right now. What I could do with this automation is, let's say I get a specific email from a specific email address. Well, I could actually set up an auto forwarding, which is very simple inside of Gmail. And when it comes from a specific email, all I have to do is auto forward it here, right? And then I can build literally support agent bots. I can build like a DeepSeek reply for like technical support. I can build one for just general questions, etc., etc. I think you get the point, right? And the output, like I just want to show you in Slack. Okay, so how do you build this system? Well, let's just dive right into a new scenario. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to webhook. So just type in webhook here. I mean, I use it quite regularly, which is why it's showing up. We're going to go to webhook, but we're going to select not the custom webhook, which is what I normally use. I'm going to do a custom mail hook. Okay, a custom mail hook is just basically an email address. That's all it is, right? And then you can just create ad, right, and give it a name. So just give it a name. Make sure you do put in a name in here, because if you don't, then you're not gonna be able to change this later, okay? So I'm not gonna do that because I've already got one. So I'm just gonna show you exactly how to build this, okay? And the second thing you wanna do is you wanna connect the Open Router module, okay? And we're gonna do a chat completion. Now, I've already got DeepSeek version 3 connected, right? So all you wanna do is head over to openrouter.com and just create an account. And just sign in and get your API key, okay? Now, DeepSeek is very cheap. I think they give you like $1 or something, like $2 in trial on OpenRouter. So you don't really need you don't need to fund the account to basically test this, okay? That's my point. And so this is the setup here, and then you can actually select a lot of different languages in here, okay? You can test that, but the thing you want to select for this example is DeepSeek, because we're gonna try DeepSeek. It's very, it's quite amazing, okay? And then for the messages, if you know me well, I always start with a system, okay? And so we're gonna go back into the original, and we're just gonna copy that because I already have it here. So the system message is you are an expert email admin. Okay, I'm just gonna copy that and then bring that over here. And the reason I do this is because I wanna set it some context. I wanna give it context so the module, the AI module knows what to do, okay? Then the next one is user. And I'm just gonna grab this from here because I already have it. So reply to this email, right? And then we're just gonna take the contents of the webhook here, okay? Now it's not gonna show up because I've copied it from another one. So what I need to do is I wanna get rid of this, I wanna get rid of this, and I wanna get rid of this, and then we wanna do sender. Let me just go back. Which modules did I use? Sender, email address, sender name, email address, and HTML content. Okay. So let's move this up. Email address and then HTML content. Okay, now remember this is a prompt. You can make this as complicated or as simple as you want. You know, when it comes to prompting, I like to make it complicated, and I like to spend a bit more time and make it very comprehensive, okay? Because your output is going to be very much dependent on the input, and that's purely down to the prompting, okay? So if you want better outputs, just spend more time in your prompts, okay? So this one just a very basic demo that I'm showing you on this video today, but if I was doing this in a live system, the prompting would be a lot more comprehensive, and the most important thing is add some examples, right? Add some examples of the kinds of things you want to see from the output here. And typically I use 3 examples, okay? And then last thing you want to do is you want to select a Slack module. And for this, I'm just going to create a message. And then obviously I'll connect it up to my channels, select channel ID, etc., etc. I'm not going to do that, but I think you get the picture, right? And all you want to do is when you get the channel ID or name, you basically want to post the choices, message, the message content. Okay, so let's just say this is, I don't know, Sanj's channel. For example, we're just going to do this. This is not an actual channel. You obviously connect it up to your Slack and select the channel that you want. And this can be either a private or public channel. It doesn't really matter, okay? And then it will actually output the message, okay? And you saw that earlier, okay? So this is what it's going to look like. And the output can be whatever you want it to be, right? So yeah, this is it. This is a very simple use case, but I think you get the picture because you want to make sure that you know how to connect a DeepSeek, and you can use this language model and you can replace it with ChatGPT. because like I said, with the latest 4.0 version, it's 97% cheaper, right? There's a huge savings to be had. I mean, I've been testing DeepSeek for a couple of weeks now, and I've spent, nothing. Like honestly, like I've been using it for like outbound emails. I've been using it for personalized messages. And honestly, I think I've used like 5 cents or something. It's really ridiculous. So definitely try it out. You can add this module into any of your AI automations. And if you like this message, please subscribe, hit like, comment, and share the video, okay? And I'll see you on the next one.